Did MrDalekJD, Zombies YouTuber, take 100K YouTuber word for word? Is this the most comical case of plagiarism that I've ever covered? Let's find out. Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Tommy C, news and commentary on the main channel. I'm here with the Lord Vega and, of course, the very famous SFTP's own Nick Diorio. How you doing, fellas?
What's going on?
What's going on? We have this might be the most hysterical, the most obvious case of plagiarism that I've ever come across. Local COD curmudgeon 8 Thoughts put this thing out, and it's about a 100K YouTuber named Suggestive Gaming and Mr. If I'm saying this correctly, because I know you're a fan of him, Nick, MrDalekJD. Am I saying that correctly?
No R, DalekJD.
MrDalekJD. Mr. DalekJD.
He makes a lot of zombies content. I used to watch him growing up, and I still watch him now, actually, which is kind of sad.
Oh, yeah. Well, he makes a lot of other people's content, too.
Allegedly.
Are
we going to do a t-shirt giveaway for that one?
Yeah, okay. So let's watch what 8 Thoughts posted. We'll go over the rest of the story, which just gets funnier as we go along. This is a contrast between Suggestive Gaming and MrDalekJD's recent COD video. Here we go.
With Call of Duty Black Ops 4 right around the corner.
With Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War right around the corner.
We here at Suggestive Gaming figured now would be a great time to catch up on the storyline of the old games.
I thought now would be a great time to catch
up
on
Mr. Dalek thought it too.
Dude, this is what you need to know about the Call of Duty Black Ops story.
Without further ado, this is what you need to know about Call of Duty Black Ops. But first, we need to take a little trip back. In 1942, during the Second World War, we find American Private Miller on the Makin Island of Japan, captured by the Japanese army.
In 1942, we find American Marine Private Miller on the Makin Island of Japan.
Well, in fairness to him, the same thing happened, so they're covering it. They just happen to use the exact same sentence. I mean,
captured by the Japanese army.
He's forced to watch his team be tortured and executed before being saved at the last moment by a squad of Marines led by Corporal Roebuck and Sergeant Sullivan.
He's forced to watch his team be tortured and executed before being saved at the last moment by a squad of Marines led by Corporal Roebuck and Sergeant Sullivan.
The group lead an assault on the
Well, isn't it if you're going to plagiarize at this level, do you have to like watch the video and write down word for word? That sounds like a pain in the ass.
If you plagiarize, I'll tell you how he did it. Obviously, one of these videos is for when Black Ops 4 is about to come out, and the other one is for when Cold War is about to come out, meaning that Suggestive Gaming's video is probably at this point 2 years old, right?
Oh, okay. I see.
So he thought if he did plagiarize, he thought he could get away with it because there's nobody who's going to click on Suggestive Gaming's video right now.
They would have remembered, yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
Not that they would have, they wouldn't have remembered it, and the fact that it's it's for a different game.
Except he didn't see 8 Thoughts coming, huh?
No, nobody ever sees 8 Thoughts coming.
Phase Alex Jones came from the top ropes. Yeah,
yeah, it really did. Let's watch the rest.
Destroys the Japanese tanks there, allowed American artillery to advance. However, shortly after, Sullivan is killed by a katana-wielding Japanese officer who's promptly killed by Miller. Sullivan's death triggers Roebuck's promotion to sergeant, and he is on the Japanese airfield.
All right, I'm comfortable not saying allegedly anymore. Give me a fucking break. I mean, come on. I mean, all right.
No, tell me, maybe they're friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You want to comment on the friends theory?
Yes. Listen, I'm a guy that has been involved in so much bullshit, and it winds up being somebody was somebody's friend. It doesn't matter, or they know each other. So I suggested, which sucks that we didn't have it recorded.
Sure.
I said, you know what? Maybe those two know each other. They're in the same community. Yada yada. Why don't y'all figure it out? Or maybe they would. Nick goes over to his Twitter and sees that he sees that shit.
And I'm gonna read that right now. MrDalekJD, dude, you literally stole my script, re-recorded it verbatim for your own video. You just copied my graphic styles for the editing. You didn't ask for permission. You gave me credit far down the description in writing some of it. You even included "This is what you need to know," which is the name of my series. Extremely classless. Class is actually probably a crime. Normally I would do something. This gets you kicked out of college. Normally I would do something like this, but this I wouldn't do something like this. This brazen content theft by a channel with 2 million subs from one with 200K needs signal boosting. I would absolutely positively agree. He privated the video now, and I wish I would have grabbed it while it was up so I could show off how blatant disregard for even appearing original. To be fair to him and tell the whole story, he deleted the video. He didn't just private it, so he won't profit off it, which is a big move on his part. So he must have hit him up in the DMs. Unfortunately, it doesn't appear like he plans to say anything about it publicly. We will, which is a shame. And that's why you need to like, share, and engage and get this out so other YouTubers don't do this to each other. I only ask that everybody spreads the word. Gotcha. Heard it. Not for the sake, not for my sake, but hopefully to force him and other content thieves to do better. This is all too common on YouTube. And I think that's actually pretty fair.
Tell me, how common is it?
What?
And then you got a Reddit post right there.
Yeah, we have a Reddit post right there. I guess this goes back
2 years ago, which is about the time that video was uploaded. It appeared that MrDalekJD might have borrowed some thoughts and ideas about like potential theories involving zombies. And after he was called out for it on a Reddit post that garnered about 500 upvotes, suddenly a little disclaimer popped up in the description that gave credit. If you scroll down a little bit, update, he's added credit.
Jesus, it almost seems like to me that it would take more time to copy verbatim than just to come up with your own lines. So
all
like, how do you
do was just saying what was happening, right?
Yeah,
like, you don't need to copy someone else's words for that.
Yeah, well, see, I don't know. See, I don't write a lot of stuff down because I don't know. I'm dyslexic. So I'm always going to come up with my own way of saying things and speaking on the spot. But I do understand that. I think you're a writer, Nick. You write things down and then read them when you do your videos, correct?
Yeah, I script everything.
So like I'm guaranteed never to plagiarize. It would have to be an unbelievable coincidence because I'm going to say something different every time. But to me, it seems like more difficult to do what he's doing than to actually come up with your own sentence.
No, I disagree, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
All right, MrDalekJD is a zombies channel. You need to know that Black Ops 3 is the last game that had good zombies, and that was what, like 5 years ago or something?
Right, yeah.
Like it's really old, right? Dalek is a daily upload zombies channel in 2020.
Ooh.
He's gonna have to. He probably cut some corners. Like that's really tough to do. Yeah, he's a daily upload zombies channel.
Zombies. Oh my god!
And I know how hard it is to come up with content. I mean, we've
Black Ops 4 neutered the whole community. Like views were down for a while. Cold Wars finally got him back going. And I think it's hard to daily upload.
Yeah.
I think, but like it doesn't make this okay.
No. Oh, it doesn't matter if it's a monthly upload. It doesn't matter if Colossal's crazy would somehow do this and he doesn't upload in 3 years. It doesn't matter. The time between, I don't think is completely irrelevant. It's just that, I mean, and what makes it worse is this guy's, a smaller YouTuber, and it's just like you're stealing from somebody's ideas with their hard work, and I'm sure he'd like to have 2 million subs. I'm sure he'd like to move up the ladder. I'm sure he'd like to get a couple 100,000 hits, 1 million hits a video. So yeah, it's really, and I know how it is. I mean, I do feel for the guy at that. I mean, we had Lexify on. We saw what happened to him. Actually, you can go check the interview in here. We've had Lexify. We know how difficult it was when Call of Duty 4 came out, and how what it was like to be a streamer and a content creator. But he never took anything from anybody, as far as I know. This is just unfortunate to say the least.
And scripting is one of the most time-consuming portions of creating.
Yeah.
So that guy just literally just didn't.
Yeah, but like that's what I mean. Don't you have to write, like you have to watch the video and write it down? Doesn't that take time in itself?
It does take time, but not as much time to pop the words out of thin air. You have to actually fucking get it all together and then make it make sense. And
for all we know, an editor could have just made the script and handed it to him.
And that's not possible. But this is also then he's got to get rid of his editor from 2 years ago because it happened back then too.
But I think that would probably be a good explanation for him to actually rectify it and be like, dude, this is an editor guy. I didn't know. I just post shit. Thanks
for giving him an out.
Blair works. Blair doesn't even write her own scripts.
Thanks for giving him an out, Vega. I appreciate that.
Thanks for what?
Giving him an out. My editor.
That's true. Well, he's got a link to a Twitter now.
My editor, I fired him immediately. We don't tolerate that here at Dalek. All right, whatever. Hey, thanks very much for being a part of Shot from the Point commentary and news on the main channel. Make sure you like, share, and all that other good stuff. See you around. Peace.
Sorry.
What we do here is go back.
Loud.